So brother, you want to become a Gibby main after the new Gibby buff in Apex Legends? You want to master bubble fights, control space, and be the best Gibby on your squad with your boys? I got you. In today's video, where I am breaking down the best perks for Gibby, how to use his abilities the right way, how to fight, and how actually to win fights with Gibby in Apex Legend, in my opinion. Level 2, both perks are very solid, but in my opinion, I do not like Thunder though. It adds an EMP stun effect to the first enemy that enter your bubble, and it does 50 damage, which sounds good. It's only good for a one-time use. You only can stun one enemy at a time per bubble. In my opinion, pick Dome Healing. This is where Gibby gets a little crazy. Faster small heal inside his bubble, insane sustainment during fights, and pair that up with the overflow amp is borderline broken. Like, you could get the full HP real quick. Reset your team and stay in the fight and keep the pressure up. Level 3, it depends on your playstyle, because if you don't like using shotgun with Gibby, go with triple bombardment. This perk is absolutely insane. Even though the missiles are smaller, you'll get 3 Gibby ultimates. But let's be real, and I have to be real because I am a Gibby main out here in these streets. If you play Gibraltar, you should be bubble fighting. That's why I would say pick faster shotty. The shotguns and bubble with Gibby just go hand in hand, especially with his arm shield. Fast shotties, you get faster movement with shotguns, auto reload on knocks. This turns you to a close range Giga Chad monster. Like, if you're not running a shotgun with Gibby and you like bubble fights, you are literally throwing your game away. So in my opinion, the best perks for Gibby is Dome Healing and Fast Shotties. Give you survivability and a winning fight pressure up close. Now let's break down his full kit so you understand how everything works, from his support class perks to the passive shield ultimate. Let's go. Gibby is a support legend. You get access to the hidden bin in the blue bins. You get faster revive and help regen when you revive your teammates. You craft banners. Depth box will spawn mobile respawn beacons as well. He is built for team survivability and resets. Plain and simple, that's any support legend in the game. Now let's talk about his passive. When you ADS, you deploy a gun shield to block damage. This is huge, and this is why I say you should use a shotgun with Gibby in bubble fights, because think about it, you got the bubble protecting you, and you got his arm shield protecting you, so you can survive longer and hit your shots. It soak up damage before your HP, you will win trade-off automatically, and even if it breaks, you're already giving out high damage versus the damage that you got coming into you. Always ADS before a fight. Now his tactical is a dome. His bubble can protect you from anything. Great for revives, great for pushing forward and saving your team in bad situations, especially out in the open. Your only counters really is a Maggie drill and a crypto EMP. I remember when Mad Maggie ultimate destroyed Gibby bubbles. I think they removed that for some reason, but anyways. His ultimate is called defensive bombardment. It's pretty much an artillery strike in a big area. Best use is to control. Stop enemy teams from pushing you if you need to reset your team in your bubble. Force teams out of position and controlling end game zones. And this is where, if you don't like running shotguns, I can understand why you go with triple bombardment, because you can control so much space, but even though the missiles are smaller and all that stuff. But his ult is about space control and not the damage you can do. Now, let's talk about the best loadout for Gibby. In my opinion, Gibby is strong with poke and close range guns. Right now, the hemlock is meta. So if you're not on like a long range map that is like Storm Point, Broken Mood, that have long range engagement, run the hemlock. It's very strong. I would suggest marksman rifles, snipers, depends on the map, like Storm Point. I run Sentinel, massive with Gibby, and absolutely fried. Secondary, in my opinion, use a shotgun for bubble fights. I've seen people use R99s with Gibby, and I've been frying people with shotguns. Please use a shotgun. Hello, shotgun plus fast shotties, you'll win more bubble fights. Let's go to the advanced Gibraltar gifts. Most Gibby players get 0 value because they use his bubble too late, or they're out of position, they're out in the open. And if you get cracked before you pop your tactical, you're doing something wrong. Tip number 1, bubble early but not too late. Don't panic bubble, if that makes sense. Like, I see someone get cracked shield and instantly throw a bubble down, knowing that there's cover to your right that you can go behind and pop a bat. or you could fall back to your teammate, pop a bat, you know what I'm saying? So use it before you get in danger yourself, so you can control the fight when you want to deploy your bubble versus bubbling on top of you, giving the enemy control to push into you. One of the key tips for Gibby is mastering bubble fights. This will separate good Gibby players from the best ones. Playing the edge of the bubble, not in the center. Learn how to peek out of your bubble to just take a shot, peek back in so you take no damage, not exposing your full body, and using shotguns for burst damage. For my tips for Gibby, I always start with a hip fire when I'm in a bubble fight, and then when I start taking a little bit of damage, or if I miss a shot, then I start ADS peeking to follow up my shots to survivability. So I'm surviving with my gun shield and the bubble at the same time. And the third Gibby tip is using your gun shield properly. Always ADS before challenging. Make your enemies waste bullets on your gun shields versus your actual body. That's how Gibraltar win trade fights. It's all about trading with Gibby, especially at poke range. Let's say you're sniping somebody with a charged sentinel, you're ADSing, you get at 158, and then you can follow up after, because even if your gun shield break, you can pop them from a distance. Number 4, this is very important. You're a thick boy. You're a little tank boy. Gibby is a tank. He got the biggest hitbox in the game. Stay near cover. Do not be in the open unless there's like a scenario where there's no cover. Use your bubble. Try your best to stay hidden. You're not the fattest hitbox in the game. Treat the cover like it's a part of your kit. Do not wide swing in open areas, especially if you don't have your bubble. Number 5, use your bubble like a doorway. Don't sit inside it. Peek, shoot, reset, repeat. Force enemies to make bad decision or bad timing. Like, use it as an open door. Peek in, peek out, peek in, peek out. Now, let's talk about number 6, the ultimate. The ultimate does take a long time to charge. It's best to stop people from pushing you, best to reset and force enemies into the open, not chasing damage for a clip. Let's be real, you're not gonna get a clip with Gibby, unless it's like final ring and there's like 7 squads left. That's the only time you'll probably get a clip. Now, let's talk about my other tip. Slow the fight down. Gibby is the strongest when you control the pace. Heal, reset, reposition, then push. The longer you draw a fight, the other team is going to lose confidence, either run away or they're going to make a bad decision, and that's when you push in and clean them up at Gibraltar. But the final tips that works with any legend in the game, it doesn't matter if it's Gibraltar or freaking Catalyst. If you master your aim, movement, and ability timing, you can do that with any legend and be great at the game. And that is my video on how to master Gibraltar after his buff in Apex Legends. If this helped, drop a like on the video. Definitely subscribe for more guides and more Apex content like this. Comment down below what legend you want me to do next. I'm pretty sure everybody wants me to do Wraith, but Wraith got a long guide, and honestly, I'm not a movie guy, so I'll give you the best I can about Wraith. And drop any other tips that I might miss with Gibraltar for new players picking them up this season. Now, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you can skip this part of the video, but this is my part of my calling. It's called the Bible verse of the day, 1 John chapter 1 verse 7. But if we walk into light as he is the light, we have fellowship with one another in the blood of Jesus Christ. Sorry, purify us from all sin. Remember, there's a God out there that loves you named Jesus Christ, and he wants a relationship with you, and he loves you. And I love you. I appreciate all the love on my videos recently. And I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to talk about Wraith. And catch you next time. Peace.